Doug Karsch, Scott Anderson, 97.1 The Ticket, and we are very excited to be joined by Jared Goff, Detroit Lions quarterback, today and throughout the season on Tuesdays. Jared, welcome to the show. And we actually talked to you, 6 months ago, and you were talking about your adjusting from California life to Detroit life. And how's that adjustment going for you?
You have to actually engage.
Oh, I'm bad. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. How's the adjustment going?
Oh, it's been great. Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been definitely. Fun's the best way to describe it. It's really been a challenge at times, but it's been fun. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed it, and really settling in now.
So it's been, as Doug said, it's been a while here, and now you've had a chance to kind of get with your teammates for a little bit. Can you compare coming into your first training camp with coming into training camp with the Lions, and how you might be wiser and better prepared this time around compared to when you were a rookie coming into the league?
Yeah, I think you just know how training camp goes and how the flows of things go, and how to manage your time better, and how to understand when certain installs are going in, and just the whole thing. You know how it works. You know when things start, when things stop, how the days are going to go. So yeah, at this point, I feel like I've done it a few times and feel pretty good about it.
Tell us a little bit about this offense, because it was virtually impossible for any of us to get a read on it in the preseason because so many of you barely saw the playing field. Tell us what you expect out of this offense.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's been fun to work with Anthony Lynn and obviously Dan as well, with his influence. But it's been really cool. We've worked on a lot of things. We've put in a lot of stuff, and it'll be a lot of what you saw in the preseason. It'll be a lot of what you guys haven't seen yet. It's going to be a big mix. We obviously love our running back, love our O-line, want to run the ball, of course, and then want to play pass off of that, and then drop back pass as well. We'll have a little bit of everything, and without giving up too much, it'll be fun to see how it rolls out there on Sunday.
Can you kind of talk the fans off the ledge when it comes to the wide receiving core and what it is that you see that perhaps the fans or we in the media don't see, and now you've added a couple players to the mix that weren't here just a week or 10 days ago?
Sure. Yeah. No, I love our receivers. I think there may be a notion that we don't have any big name guys, and with the guys that we have here are so exciting and fun to play with, and so much better than advertised. I think it's been a lot of fun. Tyrell Williams, obviously, Khalif Raymond's starting outside for us as well. Amon St. Brown. All these guys that have come in have been so fun for me to play with, and have so much skill and talent, and are so great. And then obviously TJ will be a receiving weapon for us as well. But we're deep there. We're deep, and the guys we've added with Trinity and Kadero now, it kind of rounds out that room, so we feel good about it.
I'm fascinated by this acquisition of Trinity Benson, and I talked about it a lot last week. What do you see in the receiver that your organization traded for to bring in? What do you see in Trinity Benson?
Yeah, I think first of all is speed. He can run, and that's something that we definitely need is some speed, and he can provide that. And I think just separation, overall separation at the top of the route, is something that we've stressed, and something that he kind of just has innately, being able to speed up and slow down, and really just shift his weight and get in and out of routes. And I think you see that a lot from him.
We saw a lot of quarterbacks in the preseason get plenty of playing time. Patrick Mahomes and others got playing time. Other quarterbacks didn't, like yourself, have played very little. How hard did you lobby, if at all, to try to play more as you enter this new team with a new coach and new players and a new system?
It's always different. Every team has their own different philosophy. I've been on a team that didn't play any starters the whole preseason with the Rams, and then my rookie year, we did play a little bit, and then my second year we played a little bit, and then we didn't play after that with the Rams, and then now here we played a little bit the first game. So everyone has their own, individual philosophy, and there was no sort of pushback from any of us. It's what Dan wanted to do. I thought we got a lot of good work. I think it may have seemed like a little, but we did have a 19-play drive, I believe, with the ones, and that's a pretty substantial drive to have in the preseason for anyone. So. We felt good about what we did, and we're ready to go for this week.
Lions quarterback Jared Goff with us here on 97.1 The Ticket. The expectations for the Lions this season, the predictions, the wins and losses, it's not very high. But I know in talking to John Jansen, who does our morning show and played in the league for 11 years, he said every season he entered, he thought that his team was going to win the Super Bowl. Can you talk a little bit about whether – maybe you don't even care. Does it motivate you that people don't expect much? Do you care? What do you make of preseason expectations?
Yeah, you don't care. I think there is a part of you that can like it because you may be able to sneak up on teams. I mean that is definitely a part of it. I've been on a team where you kind of have the target on your back every game, coming off going to the Super Bowl. So it's definitely different than that where you can kind of sneak up on teams in some ways, but internally, I've said this a few times now on this offseason, internally our expectations are just the same as any other team I've been on, where you want to win every game 1 week at a time, but your goals are to win the division and then go from there in the playoffs and see what happens. So our goals here are no different. The expectations externally affect nothing that we do internally, and none of the way we think or the way we do things daily. It's all the same.
Well, Sunday you guys take on San Francisco here at Ford Field, and it's a team that you've seen a lot in your career to this point. How do you expect San Francisco to be different with a new defensive coordinator, and how scary is Bosa coming at you?
Yeah, no, we'll see how they want to do things now. They had Salah there for a long time. He did such a great job, and I know Kyle knows what he's doing. So with whatever D'Amico Ryans wants to do, I'm sure it'll be good stuff. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. They did some things in preseason that maybe they will do in week 1, maybe they won't. So we'll see. We'll be ready for everything and be excited. But yeah, I've played these guys a handful of times. I played Nick when he was a rookie, hell of a player. Over there, they've got a lot of great players, man. They're a really good defense, and it'll be a good challenge for us. But I'm excited.
In your career when you were with the Rams, pretty good offensive line. Hope is centered around this group up front being pretty damn good as well. A lot's been invested in them. Can you compare this offensive line to the one you had in L.A.? Can you see similarities? Do you think this one could be even better?
When I think about O-line, like the good ones that I've had, you never know right now. Like this, it's so early. I think, week 10, ask me the same question. I may have a better answer for you. We obviously have a lot of faith in them, and they are, probably the strength of our team, but at the same time, it takes weeks for them to gel. It takes weeks for them to come together, and it takes, time for them to, get on the same page. And a lot of that has to do with, how are we running the ball? How are we able to do different things to take a little pressure off them? How are we able to, throw the ball down the field? So there's a million different things that go into it, but just pure talent-wise and pure ability up front, they're pretty damn good, and we are excited to see what they can do.
You touched on it a little bit earlier with Anthony Lynn being the offensive coordinator and working with him, and you've got a chance to kind of really kind of hone your skills with him along with your quarterback coach, Mark Brunell has got a lot of experience too. What have you learned from these guys in the short amount of time you've been around them?
Yeah, I mean, I think the number one thing, like you mentioned, is just their experience in the NFL. I think Anthony's been coaching now for, I believe, almost 30 years, if not 30 years. And Brunell played for 19 and has been coaching at various levels since then. But the experience that those guys have that you can draw on, the questions you can ask, some of the things that they've been through in the past is definitely beneficial for me as a quarterback and as a player. And I think specifically with Brunell playing my position, it's definitely a lot of things that you can talk about that maybe you can't talk about with anybody else that hasn't played the position.
Give us a key or two for the offense against San Francisco this weekend.
Yeah, being efficient on first down. I think if we stay on track, be efficient on first down, we'll be in good shape. That's kind of always the motto, I know. But if we can stay efficient, stay in good spots on first down, stay out of third and longs where they want us to be, where they can pin their ears back up front, we'll be in good shape.
Now, I saw a video over the weekend from practice and the Lions have put out where there was a competition you guys had among position group players, where each position group picked one guy to take the par 3 shot at the little par 3 hole they have out there in Allen Park. And yet I noticed that you were not the quarterback that was representing the quarterback group. It was David Blau. Is David Blau really that much better of a golfer than you, or did you just defer to kind of feed his ego?
So no, David's a fine golfer. Tim Boyle is also a good golfer. Tim broke his thumb, obviously, so Tim was not available. And I'm a left-handed golfer, and they didn't have left-handed clubs.
Oh, wow.
So had they had left-handed clubs, I'd like to think that I would have stepped up there. But David won the competition for us. That's all we can ask for. He did a great job. But, yeah, no, there was no clubs for me to hit, so I couldn't go.
You got to bring your own next time.
Yeah, we should have.
Well, if you had a chance, by the way, to get some of the great golf courses here, Michigan is a highly underrated state when it comes to golf.
No doubt. Yeah, no, I played Oakland Hills in the off season, early in the off season. I think that may be all I've played so far. I played in the summer when we were out here for OTA's work, but I haven't played since I've been out here for training camp. I have not had time, and I don't expect to until hopefully this off season.
You got to get up north. The golfing up north is amazing.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, no, I need to.
Jared, hey, look forward to talking to you all season long. Thanks for joining us, and good luck this weekend against the Niners.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it as well.